Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Very good evening, everyone. And I'm here to present The Richest Man in Babylon, authored by George S. Clason. I don't think this book requires an introduction, so let me get into the agenda. Anil, could you please mute everyone?
Yeah. I have muted everyone. Sonia, you may need to unmute.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, this book offers two important lessons. Number one, 7 cures for your lean purse and 5 laws of gold. Apart from these two important lessons, I found the different perspective of this author on three topics, which is luck, lending money to someone, and work. So I thought, why not sharing that concept in the summary as well? So I have included it here. And finally, I'll share you some of the action steps to consider. So in this summary, we are going to learn two important lessons from the book. So let's get into the first important lesson, which is 7 cures for your lean purse. Guys, please check if your purse is fat or lean. If your purse is lean, then this lesson is for you. Number one, you have to start your purse to fattening. How will you do that? By saving 1/10 of your earning. The author says for each 10 coins, for every 10 coins that you put in your purse, you can spend only 9 coins. Only 9 out of 10 coins you can spend, and the leftover 1 coin is for yourself. So the author asks us to pay yourself first. So this way we can start fattening our purse. Number two, we need to control our expenditure. How will you do that? By framing a budget. We all know we have to frame a budget. We do it regularly. But from this book, we can take a simple formula, which is 1 is to 7 is to 2. And I'll explain what this formula is. The number one stands for 1/10 of your earning that you have already paid for yourself. And 7/10 of your earning you have to make for your living expenses. You have to use 7/10 of your earning for your living expenses on your food, clothing, etc. And the final 2/10 of your earning you can spend on paying your debts. So debts, when I mean debts, you can pay your car EMI, the housing EMI, all that will come under that 2/10 of your earning. And number three, make your gold multiply. The author has used the term gold for money. So whenever you see the word gold in my slide, so please think that it is about money. So make your money multiply. How will you do that? The author says, whenever you earn something, that money will become your slave. So now you are the employer and your money is your employee. So it's now your job to give a work for your money. For all the money that you have earned so far, it is your job right now to make it multiply. Money has the potential to multiply on itself, but you have to assign the job for your earnings. Number four, you have to guard your treasures from loss. By the term treasure, I mean the principal investment, principal amount. Whenever you make an investment, you have to make sure that the principal amount is safe, and you have to make sure that that principal amount is redeemable, it's claimable whenever you need that amount. And you have to make sure also that the principal amount should give you a fair rent every month. So that is the way you have to make an investment. So number 5 is make a profitable investment. You have to have your own house, you can purchase land, and that is called profitable investment. And sixth, you have to ensure a future income. We may not know how many years we will be in the same capability to earn money. So what we can do is we have to plan for a future income so that It will help us in our older age, and it will help us help our family members in our absence as well. And finally, the seventh lesson is increase your ability to earn. By reading this sentence, you might think that you can increase your ability by upskilling yourself or upgrading your knowledge. But the first point before every accomplishment is having a desire. What kind of desire you should have? You should have a strong and definite desire to earn more money, and that will take you to accomplish all your dreams and goals. So I repeat, the seven cures of lean purse. Number one, save 1%, 1/10 of your earning for yourself. Pay yourself first. Number two, budget your earnings, and by following the 1:7:2 rule, 1/10 for yourself, 7/10 for your living expense, 2/10 to pay your debts. Make your gold multiply. How will you do that? By making investments. Number four, uh, protect your principal amount. Number five, make a profitable investment by purchasing lands and houses. Number six, ensure a future income. Number seven, increase your ability to earn by having a strong and definite desire, a clear desire to earn more money. Is that clear? Shall I continue, guys?
Yes, very clear so far. Any questions?
Yes, Sonia, it's clear.
Thank you. All right. Now, here we come to the second important lesson of the book, which is 5 laws of gold. The author says gold comes to a person who saves 1/10 of his earnings. And number two, the gold comes to a man who makes a profitable employment for the gold. In the previous slide, I told you whatever money you have, that money is your slave. So you have to be the employer. So be a strict employer and assign a profitable employment for the gold. And gold here is your money you are earning. All right. And number three, gold comes to the person who invests under the advice of wise men. By the term wise men, I don't just mean the educators. You have to take financial advice only from individuals who is competent enough in handling finances. Take advice from a person who has succeeded in great investments, who has succeeded in handling money. So you have to definitely take advice from a person whose daily job is handling money. So don't take advice from a carpenter related to the finance. I hope that's clear. So the caution point here is the last two laws of gold is the caution point here. Money will slip away from your hand when you invest your money in unfamiliar business, and when you invest your money with no skill for that particular business. And also, money will get out of your hand when you dream of impossible earning. Impossible earning, like to make $1 million overnight, that is impossible earning. So with greed mind, if you set some impossible dreams like that, money will definitely slip away from your hand. And when you make your investment by taking advice from tricksters and scammers, money will fly away from you. So the loss of gold here is money comes to you when you save 1/10 of your earning, when you make a profitable employment, which is investment. And how will you invest? By taking advice only from the person who has already succeeded in handling money. And money, we have to be reminded of these two caution points. Money will slip away from our hand the moment we invest in an unfamiliar business, or when we invest with no skill. And money will slip away when we dream of impossible earnings by taking advice from tricksters. So with this, I have completed the two important lessons from the book. Now let's see what the author has to say about luck, lending money, and work. About the luck. See, we have a different opinion about luck. For me, I had a different opinion about luck. So the author says, We cannot enjoy any treasure or wealth in this life without our effort. Okay. If you want to enjoy good luck, what should you do? You have to take advantage of the opportunities. Can you guys tell me who is the one person, there is one group of people who can never enjoy good luck in their life? Can you guess who that could be? Is there a term for them? A person who can never enjoy good luck. Can you guess?
Greedy or not happy with what he is having.
Okay.
Lazy person.
Exactly. Procrastinators will never enjoy good luck because procrastinator will not accept opportunity whenever it passes his way. Whenever opportunity hits his door, he will not accept the opportunity. He will not welcome the opportunity. Instead, he will be waiting for a better opportunity, for the perfect right opportunity for his entire life. So thank you so much for answering. And by lending money, see, it happens on our daily basis, or if not daily, maybe quite some time we'll face this situation. People will come to us, our relatives, our friends will ask us some help about lending money. So the author says you have to lend your money only if it earn more for you, and lend money with caution, and don't lend money just to in one place. You have to lend money in different many places. Okay, you have to distribute your money in different places, and help wisely. Whenever you help someone, don't burden yourself. And work, when it comes to work as hard as you can. Even when there is no appreciation given to you, please work as hard as you can, because whenever you do a good work, it does good to the person who does the good work. Because at the end of the day, we become a better person when a work well done. Okay, what does work do for us? When we do a great work, we will attract many friends, great success, and wonderful honors. So work as hard as you can. Finally, action steps to consider from this book. Live with less than you could earn. If you have the ability to earn 1 lakh rupees per month, don't plan for 1 lakh. Try to learn to live with 40,000 rupees alone, for example. And number two, seek advice only from the competent individuals. Number three, make money work for you. If you cannot follow all these three steps, if you can just remember one point from this summary, take this point. Consistent income is the real wealth. The real wealth of the individual is definitely not in the purse he carries, but in the regular income, in the consistent income that flows regularly to his purse, that fattens his purse. Okay, so consistent income is the real wealth. So I'm done with my presentation. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Let me stop sharing my screen.
Thank you very much, Sonia. It was an awesome presentation about the book.
Thank you, Anil.
I know this book is a pretty old book. I think it was published in 1924. It's already 96 years over. Some of the concept you may not be able to logically make sense. It could be like his author is talking about buying land, buying house, all those things. At times it may be different, but I think on a general note, it's one of the classic book considered on a personal finance, and it is I would say it's a must read book. And this author, he was in army service for some time, and then he was doing some businesses. He has done two businesses, and his company has come up with the roadmap for US and Canada the first time. And he has published two other books also, popular books. One is Gold Ahead, another one is Find Your Right Job. So it's one of the greatest classic books. Is considered. It's a very small book. I think it's only 135 or 136 pages, and the page, like words per page, is also somewhere around 350. It's a very small book which can be completed maybe in a single sitting or one or two sitting. We can complete this book. Lot of wisdom, lot of great knowledge is there. Any questions, any discussions? It's a time open for that. How many of you have read this book?
Hi, Anil.
Hey, hi.
Only yesterday.
I also have read
Yeah,
this book.
yesterday only I saw that review, and today's review was very fantastic.
Oh, okay. Yesterday you read it, right? Yeah, Shabil, you also read it, right?
Yeah, long back.
Okay.
Small book, easy to use. Sorry.
Yeah, small book. Yeah. Okay, so since the review is done, I just want to understand how all of you are doing with your reading. I know we all of us committed for minimum 10 books for the coming 5 months. How are you all doing with the reading? Anyone get Indrajit?
Yeah, sure. I have actually gone through in between this last 15-20 days, you can say 3 books I have completed.
Oh,
And the
super.
fourth one and the fourth one actually is going on. So
Yeah. Then I think next week you can do the summary for one book, right?
I can do actually.
Okay,
Yes,
cool,
why not?
cool. Let's plan. And we will work together to
Sure.
have the mind map and all other things, and then let's present it. Yeah.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
Thanks.
Sure.
I'm happy that you are progressing really well. And,
Thank you
Rishikesh?
so much. Yes, sure.
Rishikesh, how is it going for you?
Yeah, luckily she's actually, my wife is recovering. I am fine. I am better now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You started any reading or like you are planning?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I've already, I mean,
Yeah,
three.
you could not complete the last one, right?
Yeah, correct. No,
Yeah.
that one I'll complete. That one I'll check it. I'll side by side I'm doing it.
Okay.
But
okay.
yeah.
Thanks, Rishikesh. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And Yunus,
Thank you, Sonia. Yeah.
have you started reading any books after our sessions?
Yes. I'm continuously doing every day. I started one compound effect book.
Compound effect.
I completed around 160 pages. Yeah, compound effect. 160 pages I have completed today. Another 30 pages left. I think I can do it by tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Oh, okay,
I'll
cool. I'm so happy. Great. Yeah, you should also plan for a review. They're doing a presentation of any of the book. Let's work together.
Yeah,
I will keep a sheet and then you all can add on that so that we can plan it well in advance. Yeah. And who else? Cynthia. I know in between you had to stop and you were running on some other priorities, right, Cynthia? How are you doing now?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello, sir. Now I'm doing well, sir. I'm catching up, but like few videos I haven't yet seen. I'm on some vacation, but maybe from tomorrow I'll catch up. And I will definitely give you a video review also. But give me some time. Give me some time because I have really gained from your course. I'm really grateful to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No worries. You take your time. Only thing I want all of you to be on track, be in the flow of reading.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you.
And Karthi, I think you already mentioned, right? You have some travel plans. And Munmun, how is your reading going?
Yeah, I'm reading. No, like after the session, I finished this Ikigai. Now
Okay.
I'm reading this Rich Dad and Poor Dad. I have not read that. My son, he was reading that. Then he told me, Mama, you start with this.
Yeah.
So that I'm reading now.
Yeah.
And 7 Habits also, but mostly I'm reading this Rich Dad and Poor Dad.
Yeah. That's also a small book, right? That can be completed. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's also one of the classics when it comes to the personal finance and all, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Safa, how is your reading going?
Yeah, hi Anil.
Yeah.
Yeah, reading is comparatively a little bit slower now.
Okay. I think we need to come back
Maybe,
to track. Yeah.
yeah, maybe not because all of us were doing it as a group before, so it was proper. But now
Yeah.
I think last 2 days I didn't read. This whole week I read. Last 2 days I didn't read. I felt tired and slept. So
Yeah.
I should get back on track. I'm
Yeah.
about to finish one book. I'm reading a book named Kada. So
Yeah.
that is about storytelling, business
Oh, okay.
storytelling.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah.
So I will finish it in around one week. I have still 5 to 6 chapters left.
Okay. Okay.
So
Cool.
compared to the challenge, now it's going a bit slow.
No, I think that is one of the beauty, like when we are working together as a team.
Exactly. When
Yeah.
we were working as a team, we had check-ins and all those
Yeah.
things. So every day we had to do the check-in. So we read. And
Yeah.
now though I'm better, but still, not that much how I used to do earlier.
Yeah.
But I know I am lagging, so I'm trying to
Yeah.
catch up.
Now, I think going forward, we will do this summary session every week. We will make it more attractive and it will make it more professional way so that we can get the best out of it. We all will come and present one book. So that way also we will learn that book in all the depth. We will understand the book, and then when we come and present, it will help all of us to present it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And Shabil, how is you are ready? I know you mentioned you were very busy with the exams and all stuff, right?
But I have somehow managed, not exactly on the track, but I am not lagging much.
Okay, okay.
I'm around 2 books. I am done.
Okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll work with each of you for the summary session. Next week, let us have at the same time. We'll keep it as like 6 o'clock, 6 to 6:30 we can keep. And let Indrajit share the book. We will share the book details in advance so that in case if you also want to have a look at it and get some idea about the book, that will be helpful. And couple of other announcements I have is one is I know since we all planned and we all made a commitment pledge of reading 10 books for this year, coming like 3.5 months, right? September, October, now, yeah, it's almost 4.5 months. So we have to make sure we are reading that. And I'm giving you all an opportunity to have a one-on-one with me on that aspect. Like if you are, I think most of you have shared your book list. So what we can do is in that session, we can go through the list and then we can decide the priorities, like which books start first and what is the plan, so that we can work together on meeting that commitment. And I can do a check at times, maybe like an accountability partner, so that I want to make sure you all are reading those 10 books which you picked, right, for your reading. So next week, personally ping me. Next week, I can give some, like this week, I can give some time for all of you to have maybe 15 minutes of one-on-one where we can discuss about the book and books which we are planning. And I want to have a very clear plan for you and make sure you are using all the tools for tracking the reading and measuring daily progress, everything, so that you are going on a proper way. So I want to make sure that is happening. So that's why I'm open. Just ping me so that we can have a discussion on your personal list of books and the progress. That's the first thing. Second thing is we are starting the next batch this week. We already started. First of all, thank you very much for all of you who have given the feedback. I think most of you have given feedback either as a video or as a written text. So that was really helpful. We have put everything together and even we have started running the FB ad. And it's doing well. I think we started, I think day 4 yesterday only. I think so far around 30 people have joined in a WhatsApp group. So we are promoting that and we will share you the link. Please do recommend people. Like it's a free preview session. What we are doing is next Saturday, we are doing a preview session at 6 o'clock. That's a free preview session. So people can come, attend the session, and then they can decide whether to join for the 21-day challenge. The challenge is starting on the coming Sunday.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So help us reaching out to more people. Like we will share you the link. You can share the link directly so that they can register there. so that it will be easy for us to track all the participants and everyone.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Anil, one thing before you leave,
Yeah.
before we say leave to each other, can you help me with the picking of the, because I'm stuck somewhere with the plenty of choices. So I just feel myself, I'm not comfortable to prioritize the books list. Actually, they were choices.
Okay, so is it about picking 10 books or picking from a bigger list of books?
A bigger list of books, because I just failed to prioritize all those books list, because you see here, I'm reading this one, it's a 600 pages. It is a Bipin Chandra's India's struggle for independence. It's quite bulky. And then I already finished with this one. I'm just on the verge of finishing this one. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Daniel.
So
the thing is,
first thing is I want you to put all these books in an Excel sheet with the list. You should have like a backlog of list, and then we need to, what I can do, we can work together on that aspect. So there are some standard methods to follow on prioritizing the books. When you have a list of books, what is the priority we want to go? So, and there are multiple things, like if you are reading the books of a same author, we should not be reading, we should read in a chronological order so that you get the best out of it. And then there are multiple aspects, like when you are reading similar type of books, reading them together makes a lot of sense, because you don't need to spend so much time additionally, because it's already in that flow. So we can work on that. Only thing I need is just share me the list of books in an Excel sheet. I will also go through it, and then we can do a one-on-one and then review that and then decide.
Okay, can you share me the sample list of your choices based on your experience and exposure so far for the PowerShell readership?
I can share, but I don't know whether that makes sense for you. I can share, maybe, see, I have both the list, like whatever we shared in the group, I have a list of around 130 plus books, which is the tended books from all of you. Another, which whatever I have in my backlog, I keep on adding, but that is not something like always a prioritized list. That is something like a backlog. And I pick, at a time, I pick only 3-4 books and I keep adding. And I don't pick, like earlier I used to do like 1 year, like 100 books and all. Now I don't do that. My target is only 1 book a week now. So I don't, because I get new books, so I don't want to fully pack this year for this 50 books. I don't do that. I plan only for 1 or 2 months. And within 1 or 2 months, I may get a much better book in that time, right? So I don't want to completely plan it, like more of an agile way of planning I am doing now. So I keep on, only thing I make sure I read 1 book every week. Yeah, we can review. I can share you the list, no worries. I can share you the list, but I don't know how much.
All I want to say is there might be some catalogs that reads, X number of books must read before you die, kind of, tagline. So if you come with that list, it will help me to prioritize the things, because I am in the dilemma of choosing the books because based on my genre of what fascinates me the most is anything that self-help kind of book.
I think what we should understand is what are your priorities. So even in the self-help, it depends upon if you are working, then your job role and other things also plays a key role. Like even when I was reading, I was mostly an agile coach in my organization, so I have to read a lot of books on agile, and I have to read a lot of books on leadership. I have to read a lot of books on coaching, and then personal development books. So personal development anybody can read, but if you are playing a leadership role, then you may need to read a lot of leadership books, right? So accordingly, I need to split my list. I cannot just go only with a personal development book, because that other things also are part of my job. So that way we need to bucket that list in an effective way. That's what I was telling, like when we have a conversation, we can understand and then we can come up with a list, because this is more of a personal one. That's why I don't want to do this as a general session with everyone. Getting that?
Sure. Anil, by the time, by now, you better understand me as a profile, what type of profile I handle. We have been talking and into the conversation for quite some time. So yeah, your personal touch is needed.
Yeah,
on that.
because this was the first assignment I think we all came up with. I want to make sure it is successful. And also, I would request, like, I'm not requesting like everyone to come and attend the preview session, but at least if you are free, we will share the link. If you are free on next Saturday, 6 o'clock, please do come and attend. I would request that one or two people I will personally request to come and share your experience so that the new people can understand what type of transformation you got, how is it helping you. So that I will personally reach out to you. But at the same time, if you are free, if you are interested to attend the preview session, you are welcome. Yeah.
We must do that because this is the flagship program, and I do believe other day I was commenting on Harish post, and I clearly mentioned it is there, very much there on the post. You can read it yourself, and he was going on, comments, and the comment, the crust of this comment was, the millennials, Generation X are very confused about their North Stars, and they are very confusing with the bombardment of the dumped information on the internet. So it's a book that gives you the path. So and any program that is based on reading is just a flagship program. So we must come up with a promoting kind of things. Promotion has to be there from the group. Thank you.
Okay, any other thoughts? I think otherwise I am done. I thought we will finish in half an hour. We will keep it clear and crisp, and going forward 30 minutes we will wind up so that it is not a burden for anybody. Any other final thoughts? Otherwise we can wind up. Okay, once again, thank you very much, Sonia, for the wonderful presentation.
Okay, one question for Sonia. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Sonia. Yeah, you done a great job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining. Looking forward to meet all of you personally and make sure we all complete our list of 10 books.